Shalom. The elect of Israel. To the hope elect Israel. The Hebrew Israelites. So-called Negro, Latinos, Native American, West Indian Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations. Gotta give all praise to Barak Yahawah. Barak Yahawashi. Barak Yahawah. Barak Yahawashi. Barak Yahawah. Barak Yahawashi. Gotta give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Bahasham, Qadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Led me to this truth who have been ordained by the Lord. Teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, and forgiveness and wrath to all those who are part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we part of that number. Lord willing, is be edifying to those who fear in the name of the Lord and to strive to show the Lord's righteousness to the best of their abilities every day. His judgment always comes to light. Chapter 9, chapter 3, verse 5. And it's not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. And it's unto a ring. 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 42. It's a sincere salutation for all the Akim that have been pushing this truth and believing this truth across the four corners of the earth, and to the honorable multitude, whomever they may be, of few men, women, and children who have came back to the ways of Yahawah Yahawashi in the last days. So Lord willing to be edifying to the flock. Article that our Lord put the Spirit on me to deal with, and several others. That's what we're going to start with. Concrete evidence that China's economic power that leaves the U.S. and its allies worried, and various end-time topics. The Lord willing is edifying to the flock. Water all who tune in. Yahawah Yahawashi Barak Atham. All right, so let's get started. Alright, so that's the first title I just bring up. So let's read through it. I'm going to read through a little bit more on another thing, and we're going to deal with some precepts. China has been one of the world's largest economic powerhouses, and the evidence continues to demonstrate that the country is intensifying its dominance. In recent years, China has achieved remarkable accomplishments across various economic sectors, making the United States and other nations apprehensive about China's economic might. Look up that word, apprehensive. What does that mean? Yeah, this daughter of Babylon, she's worried. You know, these Edomites. The daughter of Babylon is the Edomites, the men, first and foremost. They're finna get fucked up. So why are they apprehensive about China? Let's read apprehensive.
Apprehensive.
Anxious or fearful that something bad or unpleasant will happen. What's that? They gonna come jack this motherfucker up. All right. And just yesterday, the other Manasap, I did a video about this guy. Why are y'all saying cuss word? This damn devil done killed 1 billion motherfucking plus motherfucking people, man. And you worried about me saying fuck shit, damn. All right, get your pussy ass out of here, man. Lord ain't dealing with you, man. You motherfucking weenie, bro. About China's economic might. One of the primary indicators of China's economic strength is its impressive gross domestic product, GDP growth. Despite the global economic shutdown, China has managed to maintain high levels of growth. You see this place, hey, 6 days, they might not even be able to pay their people, okay? Last year, China's GDP reached a record-breaking 14.3 trillion, making it the world's second largest economy after the United States. This is why they're worried, because Yahawah Yahawashi is getting these motherfuckers ready, man, to fuck up America, Babylon the Great. I don't know how many times we're going to tell you, but guess what? We're going to tell you every day. Shalom. We're going to tell you every day. We're going to tell you every motherfucking day until it's time for this place to get taken out. We're going to tell you every day. We don't have no time to be sitting around and waiting. We working for Yahawashi and Yahawashi daily. And we're going to try to piss these motherfucking demons off. We're going to try to piss them off. We know they scared. They should be scared. Shit. We terrified of the Lord. Why you think we do the videos every day? You know? We ain't even ordered to do this stuff. You know, us followers. So how much more for GMS? They're ordered to do this stuff. That's how much fear we got for the Lord, man. We're not playing with the Lord. Okay? And that's why we don't want no brothers around us, you know, that's not fervent in this fear. You know? At least we fall back into the world. Going around acting like this shit ain't finna happen, man. And you see right here, they hit a record $14.3 trillion, okay, in their GDP growth. While this place, this shit is falling. That's how we know that Babylon the Great just about finished, man. So now we're gonna go over here. While that's going on, Russia's getting their shit ready, okay? Says Ukraine says Russia moved nukes near border as raid stretches into second day. So they moving their shit just a little bit closer. So let's see what this says. I'm not sure what this is, but we're gonna find out. Oh no, they're over there talking about AI. They're over there saying it's gonna be helpful for everyone. This devil talking about it's gonna be helpful for everyone. It's gonna be so helpful. It's gonna take all y'all jobs and it's gonna start doing demonic shit, saith the Lord, because the Lord's gonna use this for his will. And he's gonna fuck up the wicked with it. You know? We're not skipping no days over here. Okay? None. I don't give a fuck about nothing else but Bahasham, Yahawashi, the flock, and the brotherhood, man. That's it, man. There's nothing else to care about. What else you want to care about? Some vain ass shit that's gonna get blown up? Don't nobody give a fuck about this place. And that's why when they talked about Elder Apostle Ramlaw, he was saying fuck 2/3. Hey, if my mama part of 2/3, hey, shit, it is what it is. Fuck 2/3. If you don't want to come to this doctrine, if you don't want to come to the truth, fuck you, man. We don't fucking like you. As a matter of fact, we fucking hate you. You don't want to come to this truth, we fucking hate you. Why? Because you was probably somebody who crucified Yahawah last time. So fuck you. Because you're going to eventually show why the fuck we hate you, man. You're going to come across us and do something fucked up. But you know how it says love your enemies, which is 2/3. How do we love you? By rebuking your dumb ass and telling you finna get blown up and stay the fuck away from you until you get your shit right. That's love. Okay, we Israel. We not the other nations. We ain't no pussy ass motherfuckers over here. Okay, we not no fucking weenies over here. See what I'm saying? So I just want to get into some precepts. I don't know. The Lord had me in the spirit this morning. Like, I'm not no weenie ass motherfucker, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. We getting our manhood back. Fuck these motherfuckers. That's how I fucking feel. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck how they feel. Fuck them. We're going to do the work of the Lord. And if it come to it, of course, we go around our enemies. We'll be subtle. We'll be cool. You know? But hey, know this. Don't come across my video. You're going to find out. You ain't part of someone who gives a fuck about the elect and the hopeful elect. Hey, fuck your bitch ass. Fuck you. You ain't going to exist. Joel chapter 3 verse 9, and it reads, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Bring y'all heathen asses up. Verse 10, beat your plowshares in the swords and your pruning hooks in the spears. Let the weak say I am strong. That's what the Lord got them doing. He said, move them nukes over there. Move them over there. We finna use them. Don't worry. We finna use them. We finna use them on these demons. Shalom. Shalom, big bro. Hey, man. Edifying videos from GMS Virgin Island Straight Gate, man. Go check them out. All the brothers who come in across my page over time, go check out GMS Virgin Islands, and he's got some very edifying videos, man. So Shalom, elder. No, not elder, his brother, big bro. So now we're going to do Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. You know, Man, I learned bros, hey, they made me strong. Okay, I don't give a fuck about nothing but Israel. If you're not acting like Israel, hey, don't fuck with me. Because offended. Isaiah 59 verse. Okay, I'm not here with no feelings. I don't got no feelings for 2/3. Fuck them. Isaiah 59 verse 19, and it reads, "So they shall fear the name of the Lord from the west," which is over here in the back of Babylon the Great, and the glory from the rising of the sun. That's intercontinental ballistic missiles coming from the east. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And we hope to get those spiritual powers, from the Lord. And also it's going to be the standard that he's going to lift up is that heavy fire from those chariots, who everybody calls it so-called UFOs, and those intercontinental ballistic missiles coming from the east. And it's going to be a destruction from the Almighty. And the water, you too, big bro. Hey, I'm telling you, I done lift me up so much. Hey, man, I'll be having so much stuff the devil try to do with me over here. Hey, man, the truth is brutal, but I just converted to fuel. Okay, I burn it up. We're gonna burn this whole fucking place up. We're gonna burn this motherfucker to the ground. Man, but first we're gonna start with this. We're gonna start with these words, because they don't understand how powerful these words are. They don't understand how powerful. Okay, these is our next leaders of the whole entire universe forever. You don't want to listen to what they got to say? That's okay. You know what I got to say to those guys? Fuck you. Fuck y'all. Okay? All them motherfuckers, man. That's not trying to look at GMS. It's evident by now. GMS, everything that they have said has come to pass. You can't just say that you love the brotherhood and not do what GMS say. They say do something, do it. That's how I look at life. There ain't nothing else better. So Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 10, and it reads, "Thus saith the Lord power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, that thou shalt think an evil thought." What's that thought? What it say? It say Ukraine says Russia moved their nukes near the border as rage stretches into the second day. He said, Lord said, move it over there. Move your shit, look closer, just to make sure when you launch them bitches, they ain't no stopping this shit. This is all the work of the Lord. Malachi chapter 1 verse 14. It says to also be angry, but don't sin at the end of the day. I ain't sinning. I'm just saying fuck them. I don't fuck with them, man. I don't like them. But we be blame the ministry, so we come around them, act like Esau Edom in a way. We're gonna just be like, nah, we don't worry about it. Just forget about it. So your ass get fucking murdered. You don't want to listen. Malachi chapter 1 verse 14. But cursed be the deceiver. Who's that? Esau Edom, the devil, the so-called white man, which hath in his flock a male, and boweth and sacrifice unto the Lord a corrupt thing. What's that? This whole fucking system, everything they've done. For I am a great king, saith the Lord of hosts, and my name is dreadful amongst the heathen. That's Bahasham, Yahawashi. Even talking to somebody in 2/3 yesterday, and I know they 2/3 because he couldn't handle it. He had to walk away. He northern tribe. He had to walk away. He couldn't take it no more. And he said his damn wife was over there, keep trying to talk, and I was like, you're not even supposed to be talking, man. Okay, you need to learn from your man. But if he ain't on shit, guess what? Prepare to die, because you better get his ass right. You better pray the Lord his ass get right, because I'm not here to tell you no other things than what has been told to me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about shit. But Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, what the Lord says is with him, hey, you got me, okay? I'm here for you, That's all that matters. That's why you never hear these heathens say his name. They always say Jesus Christ. Talking about he's all love. Well, how can you just love everybody and hate nobody? There's no balance, man. So I got to pull up Big Bro's precept. So, and it reads, this is GMS Virgin Island Straight Gate, Luke 19 verse 27. But those mine enemies that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. And that's what the Lord's going to do. He is finna to slay these demons, okay, for what they have done. This is Hebrews. We're gonna jack these motherfuckers up. That's why we like, fuck them. They're not gonna exist. Why do I give a fuck about you if you gonna exist? If you ain't gonna, your spirit's not gonna exist anymore. You're gonna have to be transformed through fire. So that spirit that you were, that spirit's gonna disappear. So we hate 2/3, but we love the 2/3 that's gonna be built off of us, off of our seed, Lord willing. We part of that number. So Hebrews chapter 1 is a fearful thing to fall in the hand of the living power, which is Yahawah. It's a fearful thing. But 2/3 of our people are like, whatever. You even got some people, who you would think to be, fearful of the Lord, and they really not, man. And it shows in their actions, And I'm not talking about, nobody specific in the brotherhood. I'm talking about people on the outside that I've dealt with who try to act like they really think this is real, They always like, well, reincarnation, are you serious, bro? Man, you fucking weenie, get the fuck out of my face. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted even to the skies. And you see how it says her? That's talking about the queen of Babylon. They worship this queen of Babylon, this demonic system, man. And they think that they just doing everything right. They just so worthy of the Lord. They just so worthy. They got out here with this damn so-called Jesus Christ, and this motherfucker literally is the epitome of leprosy. Leviticus chapter 13. Then they want to, well, you're talking about race? Yeah, the Lord's racist. He don't fuck with these motherfuckers. He said he loved Jacob and he hated Esau. He does not fuck with them. He says it's okay to deal with their women. That's cool. But that don't change how he feel about them. He still fucking hate their ass. So whatever, man. It is what it is, This is for men. This is for men, and the women who are humble, they understand, they understand, and they take heed and they follow. Just like Bahasham Yahawashi. Not gonna change up nothing. We're gonna do it exactly how they said for us to do it. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10, and it reads, arise ye and depart. This is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction from the intercontinental ballistic missiles. The Lord is going to destroy this place. Isaiah, we're going to keep telling you until it's time. We can't wait. We can't wait. Because if I'm part of the elect, Lord willing, hey, I want to go look out for the brotherhood like they've looked out for me this whole time in the spirit. They looked out for me in some way, because even the woman that's dealing with me, the woman, she's a Judite woman, she's dealing with me, in a spiritual sense, because we haven't got to connect yet, because of certain other things that are going on that we got to establish. But what she learned from the brotherhood prepared her to serve me that way. So it's like it all branches back to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and his men. Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 31. His men, man, they raised up our people right to know how to be in order. We want to be in order. I want to be in order with the brotherhood. And if you're not in GMS, you want to be just like whatever they say. You want to make it like as if you was with them. Because if you're following them, then we want to be like y'all. We want to get in the brotherhood. Hey, look, if you're teaching and your main goal is not to get into GMS, then I don't know what you're teaching for. That's my main goal. So for my first goal that I've set in my life, I want to get into GMS. I give a fuck about the brotherhood. I want to be a part of the brotherhood. I want to be in order. But it's only the spirit of the Lord. I might not be able to get in GMS, but that don't mean that I'm gonna stop doing the work. We're gonna do the work regardless. Chapter 47, verse 8, and it reads, therefore hear now this, thou that art given pleasures, that dwell carelessly. That's 2/3 of our people that say it's in thine heart, which is laid, which is their mind. I am, and none else is beside me. And this is mainly America, Babylon the Great, of course. But our people are behind Esau, Edom. They think like Esau, Edom, like there's nobody else. Like they're just the only ones that are right, and everybody else is wrong. So I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. And that's how 2/3 of our, because Esau Edom is a fucking boyfriend, and the Lord just bugged them out like that. They don't want to come to this truth. They don't want to figure it out. That's okay. That's okay. Verse 9, and it reads, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. That's what we're like. We don't care, whatever. Fuck you. Why? Because this is what's going to happen. The loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. And that's why they're mad, Yeah, see? Con, Elder. Con, big block you. Con, big bro. Yeah, con, it does. It happens to all of us, we all go through a lot of things, But hey, we got each other, man. That's all we need. I don't need nothing else. I don't need water and gas or electricity. You put me outside in the tent. As long as the brotherhood chilling with me, hey, I'm cool, man. And I can do my videos, I'm straight. Give me a little bit of yayan, I'm straight. Okay? I'm straight. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. You see, so these enchantments that they do, that all this wickedness, and these enchantments is through the TV, through how they do the economy, how they use 2/3 of JC's celebrities to make us feel like this is our rest, and this is not our rest, man. We got to get the fuck out of here, but we can't get out of here. Oh no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm dealing with the Lord. I know I was supposed to. No, I know. I can't do it. No, hold on, Salakia. I had some business I had to tend to, but this comes first before everything. So fuck all that right now. We're dealing with the Lord. So Isaiah chapter 47 verse 9, just read that. So now, we're going to go to Jeremiah chapter 50. And every day 2/3 show they self, man. They be like all sweet words like Esau Edom. Yeah, we got your back. We love you so much. And then motherfucker got a phone in their hand all day, and there's Wi-Fi all over the place, but they can't get a hold of you somehow. They just, we couldn't get a hold of you. I'm sorry, bro. That's cool. Lord sees your motherfucking ass. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become the desolation among the nations? How? Because the Lord fucking hates this place, and we fucking hate this place. Verse 24, I have said, I have laid a snare before thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord Yahawashi. How? Because they strive against so-called Negro, Latinos, Native American, West Indian, Haitians. They strive against people that are part of Israel. Okay, they do it in so many ways. They try to act like they really got our back, and then they're just fucking gone. They're not dealing with what we're dealing with. That's why we're like, hey, in that day of trouble, man, Lord willing, you pop up on me, because I'm gonna make you feel like shit for your ass get fucked off. If I'm one of the elect, Lord willing. Verse 25, the Lord hath opened his armory, and brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. What's the weapons of indignation? Intercontinental ballistic missiles. They pulling up just a little bit closer. They pulling up just a little bit closer on that ass. And that's what we want. We want this place destroyed, man. Fuck this place. Verse 26. Come against her from the utmost border. Open her storehouses. Cast up her heaps and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. We don't want nothing in this place left. Okay? We don't even want to have the remembrance of this place left. We want to destroy it, man. And everybody in it who's not worshiping Yahawashi, you're not worshiping Yahawashi, as I said in the beginning of the video, fuck you. I don't care how you feel about it. Fuck you. I don't like you. I want you around. I want you breathing in the same area I'm breathing in. And if it has to be like that, I'm going to act like it's okay. But it's not. I want you to die. Revelation chapter 11, verse 9, it reads, And there the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. Who is that talking about? That's talking about the elders and apostles of great millstone on down, the ones who believe in them. These were these dead bodies. In Ezekiel chapter 37, it's talking about the people who didn't have this truth. And it was those 3 days and a half was 350 years after slavery. And then you got the other Christian, we're not in slavery no more. It's been 400 years, we're free. Motherfucker, you still got to go work for them. You still got to go pay your bills. You still get taxes taken out of your shit. And then you get taxes taken out when you go buy shit. So we still enslaved, man. We still enslaved here. Verse 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry. And they were so happy, and shall send gifts to one another, because that's what they did when they took over us and they killed the Native Americans. Hey, they were sending pictures of northern tribe, like people cut up and killed, man. That's why we don't worship these pagan ass holidays, man. Our people were killed and they worshiped. They were happy over this shit because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. That's the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. You know, that's all of Israel right there. Okay. It says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of the life from power, which is Yahawah, entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. See, they scared when they see us on the highways and byways. They scared when they see us start getting our shit together. They're scared when we're not stopping whenever something comes in our way, and we're still going head on. You know what I mean? Like they're scared of that. That's why, you know, you got to be a man in this shit, gird up your loins and run head on to these demons. They're scared of us. When it comes down to it, they're terrified of us. So guess what? We fucking shit up.com in the spirit. We fucking shit up every day over here. You know, in this house, you know, and me, at least, you know, I can't speak for every other man, but when you look at our big brothers, hey man, they tearing shit up on a daily basis. They are tearing it up. Okay, ripping this kingdom to the ground, breaking down strongholds. Verse 12, and it reads, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. See, they gonna see us come up. If Lord willing, if we them people, they gonna see us come up in the sky. They gonna see us get taken from this place. They gonna see. And then what's gonna happen? That's why we saying fuck y'all. Bye. Verse 13. And the same hour there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. What's that? Those are those 10 FEMA zones that they're going to set up during Jacob's trouble to throw people in them concentration camps. And in the earthquake there were slain 7,000, which is perfection. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. Hell yeah, we're going to be scared. We're scared right now. That's why we're worshiping Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi every day. Every day, man. And it don't matter if we don't got water, gas, electric. I don't fucking care. We're serving Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi over here. In the same way, what I know my big brothers is doing. They worship Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi on a daily. Even if you don't see them doing it. It said everything in secret shall be brought to light. You know? When you see brothers that's not doing videos and stuff, hey, you know, they out there still serving Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. I bet you that. Okay, I trust Great Millstone to the T. You know, like I'm not here to play around with the big bros, man. They taught me how to be a man. Okay, I respect them with all respect. You know, whatever they tell me to do, I do. So Salakia, this is Ecclesiasticus. $39.24. You know, the Lord just had me fired up this morning, man. Today, it just had me fired up because, you know, so many people around here where I'm at. I only know one other person who worships Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi over here, and that's my elder. And you know what? He was like, man, other GMS members don't even call me an elder. But it said in Titus chapter 1, verse 5, the Lord ordained elders in every city, and you're the only one in GMS out here. So who else is the elder? I can't be the elder. I'm a young dude. So you my elder. You know, I look to you when I need something, and he be there. Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. And that's how it is. This is plain to us. This is justice to us. But everybody else, they think like we just some tyrants or something. Like we just such horrible people because we telling you that they got to pay for all the murders and everything that they did, but they bad that we saying some cuss words. Guess what? Fuck y'all. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33. Hold up. Okay. Yeah. You know, why is this simple to us? Why? Because we know the Lord, 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33, for power is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the church of the saints. We're fighting for peace. And just because they look at it like, since we're not soft with it like the churches, and we're not just some weenies with it all the fucking time, and sometimes we be like, fuck y'all, they think that we're the problem. No, we're not. We have a right to hate 2/3. We have the right to hate the rest of the nation. Do you know what you fucking did to Israel? Do you remember? No, you don't remember. But don't worry. You're going to remember. You're going to remember. So Isaiah chapter 28, verse 10, I want to bring this up because, you know, this might be something that, you know, some new people might come across and be like, why is he going all over the Bible like that? Well, this is why we do it, because the Lord said it. Isaiah chapter 28, verse 10, for precept must be upon precept, which are scriptures, you know, and the so-called white man calls them references. We don't call them references. Shalom, big bro. Shalom. Yahawashi, Barak, Atham. Water for tuning in. Water for tuning in. Good to hear from you, big bro. This is Isaiah chapter 28, verse 10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little, there a little. And that's how we're supposed to teach. That's what he said. You know? For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people. See? We're supposed to move around and show you that the Bible is lining up all throughout. That's our job. You know? We follow the Lamb wherever it goes. And guess what? The Lamb is with GMS, man. The Lamb opened up his truth to GMS. And if you don't believe that, that's okay. Fuck you in the spirit. That's how I feel. Fuck you. Don't like you. Don't talk to me. So now we're going to go over here and we're going to deal with this debt ceiling thing. It's going to be great. It's going to be great news for Israel. I'm so glad Lord put spirit on me to come across these last night. So it says, court sets legal showdown on debt limit, 14th Amendment argument. So he tried to say that he could use the 14th Amendment to basically say, well, we can just still keep living like we want to live, basically, and nothing happens. But that's not going to happen. So let's read this a little bit. There's a judge in Boston has ordered a hearing next week on one of the key arguments that the President Joe Biden has the legal authority to ignore the debt limits. He's trying to ignore it. You can't ignore the judgment of Yahawashi, Yahawashi, you fucking heathen. Ignore the debt limit statute and continue to pay the federal government's bills. With what? You ain't got no money, bro. You ain't got no money. How many times y'all done shut off the water bill on us and the light bill on us? Oh, you want? What if we just said we just gonna cut the water on and use the water and just say we paying it? That's what he basically saying, man. The U.S. District Court Judge Richard Stearns set a May 31st hearing on a lawsuit filed by the federal workers in the union contending the 14th Amendment empowers the body to offer officials who sidestep the standoff for Congress that has threatened a potential default. And what people don't understand, a default means there's no more gas running. There's no more, you know, them coming to pick up your trash, police, fire, like nothing. The military's not going to get paid nothing. And we're in the brink of World War III. You're not going to pay these people. You're not going to pay your military. They ain't got the money. You see what I'm saying? And on top of that, they're trying to have it set up just before the day before default. We go into the negative. Okay? This is them putting that pressure on America because they want to get them to take that Caragma. This is all strategically designed by Yahawashi Yahawashi. So Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has said the so-called X date. See, they be saying so-called. You know they be listening to GMS. You ain't even heard nobody else say so-called nothing, except GMS. Okay, these people listen to GMS, man. So Janet Yellen has said the so-called X date for the default will come as soon as June 1st. That's a day before they talk about it, because the last time they talked about it, we're going to get to it. It says no signs of progress from the White House. But hold on, let's go back. Like it said, just one day after the scheduled arguments on the National Association Government Employees request for a preliminary injunction requiring Yellen to keep paying bills and salaries as usual. During a brief video conference Tuesday morning, Stearns sounded a skeptical of arguments from the union's lawyers that the disaster for the nation is impending. It's a disaster for the nation, man. This is beautiful to the elect, man. We're glad they're getting out of there. We hope to be part of that number. Is impending if he did not put the case on an even faster track. If the emergency is as dire as you think it is, I would think that it is within the power of the president to address it using the executive branch authority, said Stearns, an appointee of the former President Bill Clinton. Before setting the May 31st argument date, Stearns said that he didn't see the union's request for a decision by June 1st as realistic. It's not. It's not. In 7 days, there's not going to be able to be a decision made about the debt limit. It's not. It's over with for this fucking place, man. Game fucking over, man. Done. Because they just came talk yesterday about what? No progress. How you gonna spend all this money and all this fucking gas to go drive over there, go talk about nothing? They don't got no nothing. They don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. They don't know. It's tough. It's a tough time. Why you think the Lord's making us hard men? Because hard men make easy times. Soft men make hard times. These motherfuckers are soft. Eat from my damn fucking vanilla wafers. They're fucking soft. They got no salt. They ain't ready to go through slavery. They're not ready to go through fucking pandemonium. They're not ready to go through shit like Jake is. We're ready to go through this shit, you know? Because we believe Bahasham is going to be able to give us a spirit ready. Give us a spirit to be ready. So I didn't want to talk too much about it because it kind of explains that this right here, they don't know what they're going to do. All this talking. They talked all yesterday and don't got nothing to talk about. And while they're talking about that, here's what the banks are saying. The banks are saying this. This is what they're saying. They're saying big banks are going to close several more branches. And now they got the Bank of America. Okay? They're closing their shit. Okay? Well, everybody is still just living like nothing ain't finna happen except the hopeful elect. We ain't living like everything ain't about to happen. We're warning the people that it's about to happen and to prepare yourself spiritually because this is what's finna go down. This ain't finna be no joke. This finna be mass death, mass pandemonium, mass chaos, mass people perishing. Said 1,000 shall fall at that, 10,000 shall fall at that right side, but none shall come nigh thee. Matter of fact, let me make sure I don't butcher it. Let me pull it up. That's an extra one. Said 1,000 shall fall at that right side. We're gonna pull that up. Then we're gonna go into these next articles that I got. Well, first we're gonna pull some precepts about these last ones, and then we're gonna go into the next little few articles I got. So this is Psalms chapter 91, verse 7. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right side, but it shall not come nigh thee. That's what we got to be prepared for. There's going to be millions of people dying around us, billions, you know? So now we're going to deal with Matthew. Lord put the spirit on me to kind of deal with Matthew today a little bit. We're going to just deal with a little bit of it. We're not going to read through the whole thing, but we're going to read, this is what's going on right now. This is what's going on. Matthew chapter 25. And it reads, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps, which is this truth, and the lamps is our bodies, okay, basically, and went forth to meet the bridegroom. The bridegroom is Yahawashi. And the 5 of them were wise and the 5 were foolish. Why were the 5 foolish? Because they're not understanding that the big banks are about to close. These crusty ass Edomites don't know what the fuck they finna do. And these bitch ass niggas is talking about they can just say we're gonna pay our bills, but we ain't got no money. Motherfucker, that ain't gonna happen, man. Get your crusty ass out of here. They were foolish and took their lamps, verse 3, and took no oil with them. See, they didn't take no oil with them. They don't got this truth. They don't got this doctrine. That's talking about 2/3. They're not studying diligently and in haste. Because back then, yeah, you had a little bit of time to study. But now we're to the point to where this place could literally say, we're not paying no government jobs in 6 days. And people still like, they think this shit is impossible or something, man. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. They did. They slumbered spiritually. They didn't want to think about this. They didn't want to take under consideration that GMS was warning them. The moment that they seen it, they didn't want to take under consideration. These are the prophets of the Lord. They didn't want to take that into consideration. That's why I'm like, fuck y'all. That's what you get. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us your oil, for our lamps are gone out. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to come and be like, come on, man. I need you to teach me something real quick. You know what the wise answered? We hope to be part of this number. Saying, not so. Said, let your yea be yea and nay be nay. He told them niggas nay. No, you motherfucking niggas. Lest there be not enough for us and you. Fuck you. But go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. So even if my own mama at this time come up to me, Lord willing, the Lord put the spirit on me, tell me, no, you on that bull biggity, you need to go figure it out. I love you, but I don't love you. Okay? Because you fucked up. You should have been listening. Verse 10. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage. And the door was shut. What's that? What's that went into with them in the marriage? Those chambers, the chariots. That's what we're trying to get into. Because when this place gets destroyed, ain't nobody getting out of here, man. Game over for motherfuckers. I'm not gonna feel sorry for nobody. I don't give a fuck who you was. You wasn't the elect, and I was. If I'm part of the elect, when we get to that point, and I'm with all the elect, and you're not the elect, I'm gonna say fuck you. I don't care. Okay, you crucify Yahawashi, you need to die. Bye. Matthew chapter 24, verse 8. You know, that's the kind of mindset we got to start preparing ourselves for. You know? So this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 8. And let me start back at 7. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, the spirit world, basically versus the spirit world versus this physical world. You know, Yahawashi and Israel, his bride, versus these other nations, other 17 nations. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places, which we have all been seeing throughout the year. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And what's coming up? When all these people are literally broke as fuck and they can't pay for all this shit that they got driving around their nice ass Bugattis or whatever the fuck they got. Shit, that's the beginning of sorrows. Verse 9. And at that time, then they're going to do this. Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. Some of us in this truth are going to die, but guess what? We don't give a fuck. We're still going to say fuck you. All glory to Yahawashi, just like Job did when the Lord took everything from him. He said, oh, you just going to be happy when the Lord bring good? You ain't going to be worshiping the Lord when he bring evil? You think you can't just get the evil and no all good and no evil? Hey, this is a joint deal, man. You can't just get one side of this shit. You're gonna have to get both. You really love Yahawashi, you're gonna glory him in both times. So it says, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated for all nations for my name's sake. And that's what's coming on us. That's cool. We ready. Fuck y'all. Verse 10. And then shall many be offended. They should be offended. Y'all should be offended. You know, I'm talking about 2/3. And shall betray one another and shall hate one another. But the brotherhood, we're not going to betray one another and hate one another. Why? Because we're not doing it right now. We're looking out for each other now. You know, and I'm just a follower, okay? And I care a lot about the brotherhood, man. I love the brotherhood, man. I wouldn't be who I was today without these men, man. Verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise and deceive many. That's what we got going on right now. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Yeah, it's going to wax cold. You ain't getting no money that month, and you know that they finna kick your ass out your house if you got 3 kids, and you ain't got your Yahawashi with you. Hey, you going to turn to a fucking demon, the one that you were supposed to be. And that's what it's about to happen to these motherfuckers. Verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, what's that? All this shit coming. And stay with Yahawashi. Keep doing what he says doing until GMS says, all right, the Lord decreed it. Get off the highways and byways. And that Amos, that book of Amos talking about the famine of the word, chapter 8. Happens. And then we still got to endure. Those, it says, the same shall be saved. Those are the ones that's making it out of here, period. So this is John, chapter 3, verse 9. Man, the Lord got me fired up today, man. Waterfall that's tuning in, Yahawashi, Barak, Atham. Man, I'm telling you, Lord got me fired up today. So it says, Nicodemus answered and said unto them, How can these things be? Yahawashi answered and said unto them, thou art a master of Israel, and knowest not these things? And that's what the elect are, the 144 elect men. They know these things. Why? Because they are masters of Israel, because they have bowed to the master, which is Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, under Yahawashi, and then King David, and then 144,000 elect, and all the ones who cling to the body. In verse 11, it says, verily, verily, I say unto thee, we speak that we do know, and testify that we have seen, and ye receive not our witness. And that's 2/3. They don't receive this witness as we are, as Yahawashi is dealing with us. You know, and we hope to be part of that number that we finish to the end, and it keeps His Spirit on us, that we hold our crown fast. John chapter 3, verse 12. I have told you earthly things, and ye believe not. How shall you believe if I tell you of heavenly things? And that's why the Lord don't tell 2/3 heavenly things. That's why He said, don't cast your swine on the your pearls on the swine. You're not gonna listen, man. So He say, fuck y'all, man. You don't love y'all about Shem Shai. That means ultimately you don't love us. You're gonna deliver us to be afflicted. So fuck y'all, man. At the end of the day, all we give a fuck about is brotherhood. James chapter 4, verse 4, and it reads, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with power? Whatsoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of power, man. So if you're an enemy of Yahawashi, what you want us to just be like, we're cool, we're best friends? No, we're gonna be like, fuck y'all, because we love Yahawashi. Mark chapter 4, verse 13. And the reason He said unto thee, know ye not this parable? Know that we don't give a fuck about y'all if you don't love Yahawashi. Basically, know ye not this parable? And that's not how you really break that down, but I'm just saying, like, when it's in Mark, it's talking about, you know, He's saying it unto, you know, people who are not seeing and perceiving. But this is just, you know, this is going to apply to what we're talking about. So He said, and He said unto them, know ye not this parable? And how then will ye know all parables? Because, you know, like I said in Isaiah chapter 28, verse 10, we're able to move these parables around and show you, like, the Lord was telling you the whole time the same thing. Sower soweth the word, verse 14. Verse 15, and it reads, and these are by the wayside where the word is sown. So we go tell them all this stuff and give them all these parables and break it down to them. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and take away the word that is sown in their hearts with their mouth. That's what happens to a lot of people that come into the truth. You know, they get His truth, they go around, they hear it, accept it, and then all of a sudden they go talk to one Edomite friend or somebody who's not in the truth, and then they just automatically, oh, all right, those guys are crazy. The Lord loves everybody, even though it's all these scriptures that say He hates these motherfuckers. Psalm chapter 10, verse 15, and it reads, break down the arm of the wicked and evil man, seek out his wickedness till thou find none. And that's what we're going to keep doing. We're going to keep showing these motherfuckers is wicked until we can shed light on the hopeful elect enough and done our portion in this ministry, and the Lord can get us out of here, Lord willing. So Obadiah chapter 6, 1 verse 6. So this is, let me get it. Bear with me. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 6. And it says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? You know, they're like, damn, how did they get the name Yahawashi? How did they get this truth? It's from the power of the universe, man. We didn't get this on our own knowledge. You know, we was out here doing wickedness like everybody else. How do you think we got it? It's from the Lord. Starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, you know? And of course, it started with one West, and then, you know, you had the seven after there's four spiritual fathers that we had. You had the spiritual seven, but they started going off. Apostle Tahar, when you listen to Apostle Tahar, he talks about how he didn't just be like, oh, I'm taking over them. No, he just carried on over here, made GMS and said, this is how it's supposed to be taught. You know, and he even tried to go and tell them, like, man, this is going contrary to the doctrine we were taught. And respectfulness and humbleness. That's why we know that Apostle Tahar, man, we know he's somebody great in the scriptures, man. You know, I know we don't know who we are, but I know he's somebody very important, you know. And everybody else in the body is very important too. But it says that even when you have those other parts of the body that's not looks as they don't look as important as other parts of the body, doesn't mean that they're not important. You know, if you don't have your pinky toe, then you're gonna have a tough time walking. Okay, you know, and that's the whole point. Like, you know, you don't take nobody under as don't take nobody as the Lord's not dealing with. You know, always consider the whole matter. So Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7, and it reads, "All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border." This is what they're doing. They're deceiving this place. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. These are all the people coming against America, Babylon the Great, and prevailed against thee. And they that eat the bread have laid a wound unto thee. There is none understanding in him. And he says, "Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom, and the understanding out of the mount of Esau?" And that's coming. They're going to be obliterated. They're going to go all the way back to the bases of men. They're going to be fucking cavemen. But the Lord's slowly doing it right now. He's making it to where they don't know what to fucking do. You know, we're already seeing it. Look at them trying to act like they know what they're doing. Your crusty ass don't know what you're doing, boy. You finna get fried. Don't worry about you, little boy. So now it goes back. You know, I was taking off a couple clips, try to make sure it runs a little better. But I want to pull this one more up before we deal with this next topic. And then I got a couple more topics, and then we're going to close out. So this is Revelations. Man, starting to go a little slow. Okay, Revelations. Yeah, we're going to do a couple more topics after this, and then we're going to close out. I'll try to make it at least only about an hour. You know, I know people got stuff going on, but the water for tuning in. Bahasham, Barak. It's Revelation chapter 17, verse 17, and it reads, "For power have put in their hearts to fulfill this will, and to agree. Agree to what? Destroy their damn selves, and give their kingdom unto the beast," which is this system to revive Roman Empire, to push in this sea hip until the words of power shall be fulfilled. And that's what they're doing. And we're showing you. They're going to close this place down, and they're doing it because the Lord told them to do it, and they're doing it because the Lord wants them to judge 2/3. And they know this, and they've been waiting to get their hands on 2/3. They've been waiting because the Lord is the only reason why they have it. You know, they've been waiting to get their hands on 2/3. You know, so he said, like he said in Salakia. But anyways, I'm not sure if you heard what I was saying, but like I was saying, just like he said in Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4, he said, don't do nothing. Basically, don't destroy everything until the service of Yahawashi is sealed in their foreheads. Because everybody else is going to get an order after that. Honorable multitude is going to get an order from those men. We hope to be part of those men. You don't know if you are. That's why we're supposed to do what? Put on the image of the elect. Because if you are of the elect, then the Lord is basically getting you ready to be leading people to the chariots. You know, this is more important than just teaching, you know. And if we die for the elect, hey, it's an honor, okay? It's an honor to die for the elect. So this just says drugs from cancer meds to children's Tylenol are in short supply of the U.S. So they got a video, and they're just talking about, you know, how they, like, we're going to read a little bit because I don't want to put the video in. So it says nearly 300 medications are in short supply in the U.S. 300 medications, including chemotherapy drugs used to treat some types of cancer. You know, the number of factors that contributed to the shortages and increased nearly by 30% between 2021 and 2022. We know they're doing this because they got seed banks. They got all types of stuff stored, okay? So they're doing this to cause a global panic, to induce martial law, bringing their satanic shit, bringing all their AI robots so they can kill off a big part of the world, okay? And they tried to do it first secretly with that damn juice box. But, you know, ain't nobody over here in GMS, you know, and the followers of GMS. I'm not saying I'm part of GMS, but the followers of GMS and GMS on up, you know, we're not no little kids, man. We are men. We don't want no fucking Capri Sun. So, according to the recent congressional report, those include manufacturing snags and other supply chain disruptions, strong consumer demand, and in some cases, over prescription by doctors. You know, they had the opioid pandemic. They had a whole lot of people die off that. So these are the plagues, and they don't understand. But these are the plagues from Yahawashi. It's like he plagued Egypt last time. So we're gonna go to Job chapter 13, verse 4. And this is why, you know, ultimately, Yahawashi is our physician. That's why we can't be healed here. We can only be sedated. And that's what they do. These doctors, they just sedate people. Job chapter 13, verse 4, and it reads, but ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. They don't have no value here, man. And while they don't have no value, this is what they're causing to happen, but it's really Yahawashi on 2/3. It said, my servant shall eat. That's why, in fear, we do a video every day. We put this first for everything. I'll be late and everything, mess around everything else, you know, for this truth. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 22, and it reads, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, for the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which every man heareth, and they shall suddenly be afraid. And that's what's going to happen. That's what we're doing right now. We're blowing the trumpet and showing you that, hey, this is not something to play with. This is not something to play with, man. It's finna go down. We 6 days away from seeing this place crumble to the ground if they don't make no move. And we know they can't just cover up $34.1 trillion in 7 days. They couldn't even cover it up the whole time they've been here. It's been getting worse. Isaiah chapter 7, verse 23. It shall come to pass in that day that every place shall be where there were 1,000 vines and 1,000 silverlings. It shall be even for briars and thorns. And that's what's coming. This place is finna be empty, man. There's gonna be a lot of pandemonium and stuff, man. Except for the elect. He gonna put the spirit on us to be ready. So right here, this is also something else that we need to take in consideration. But basically, man, come on now. Trying to make this. Hold on. Come on. Hold on, I gotta get this. Bear with me. Oh. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Just talking about blackouts and heat wave. Like there's gonna be blackouts, not just because of money, but because of heat waves from the Lord. You know, got these devils fucking up the damn climate. Let me see if I can find it. Yep. Okay. So let's go right here. This is a big topic. This is serious. So it says heat wave and blackout could hospitalize half of Phoenix residents. Okay, these are the things that are happening right now, man. Okay, the Lord is fucking jacking this place up. Half of Phoenix residents would need emergency medical attention if a multi-day blackout were to coincide with a heat wave. A new study revealed heat waves are deadly even when people have access to air conditioning. See, even air conditioning, man. These motherfuckers, anybody ain't gonna be able to survive this shit, and that's why they're terrified. Because over here, you know, we're not Edomites, man. We're Jake. So you can't, you know, the sun's not gonna affect us. You know, we're gonna absorb the sun. They're not gonna absorb. They're gonna get burnt the fuck up. Heat waves are deadly even when people have access to air conditioning. Combined extreme temperatures with a blackout and a heat-related death rate would spike by 700%. Man, 700%. U.S. electrical grid failures increased 150% between 2016 and 2021, and most often occur during the summer and when elevated electricity demand collides with heat, wildfires, and storms, the study authors found. So that's all I want to do. I don't want to do too much of it, but there's the article if you want to go see it. But that's some big numbers. It says 700%, man. Deadly. So this is Zechariah Take too much of y'all time. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 13. Okay, go back. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 13. And it reads, and it shall come to pass that day that a great tumult from the Lord, Yahawashi shall be among them, and they shall lay hold everyone on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor, because there ain't gonna be no resources. It's gonna be hot as fuck. Niggas gonna be bugging the fuck out because they don't got Yahawashi and Yahawashi. Revelations chapter 11, verse 3, and it reads. And right here, this is going to kind of show you, because earlier I put in Revelation chapter 11, verse 9 earlier. So this is going to kind of break down what happened, and break down and kind of show you what has passed already. So it says, and I will give power unto my two witnesses, that's the northern kingdom and southern kingdom. And they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. That's what they did. They had that truth. They prophesied. These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the power of the earth. Yahawashi. Verse 5, and if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth, this doctrine, and devoureth their enemies. If any man will hurt them, he in this manner be killed. And that's what happened. That's what happened in that time. Ain't nobody was coming against the prophets. They were just mad about it until the time to where the Lord, just hold on, I'll read it to you. Verse 6, these have the power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and the power of the waters to turn them into the blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. And that's what they did last time. And this time, we're doing it through the word, but we don't have the power to just smite the world with the plagues. But the Lord is doing it through this word spiritually this time, and He's doing the plagues through us progressing in this truth. But this is talking about back then, but it applies to now. Verse 7, and when they have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war with them and shall overcome them and kill them. And that's what happened last time. That's what happened, with Yahawashi and the prophets. They killed them. They sawed Isaiah in half, man. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is America, Babylon the Great. We were taken over here, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified, which was Rome. And that's why this time, this is Sodom and Egypt, because now this is the revived Roman Empire. Where in the Bible you see it say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It doesn't say it because it's not in there. Okay, and those are all named after Roman gods. Then you got these damn college boys out here with their damn togas on all day, and they, what I'm saying? And then they got their togas on. They're doing them toga parties, and then they have Roman numerals when you go to school. That's how we know we're in the Roman Empire. You see what I'm saying? That's how we know. So just kind of touching up on that. This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. And of course, the big bros and all of them know. This is just for the people who may not know. So Malachi chapter 4, verse 5, and it reads, behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming and grateful day of the Lord Yahawashi. So this is a way to show you that reincarnation exists, and the Lord has brought back the prophets. And I'm telling you, it's great millstone. That's who the Lord's dealing with. Okay? He shall turn the heart, which is minds of the fathers, to the children, and the heart of the children to the fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with the curse. And that's what we're doing right now. Our lives are being changed and transformed by this truth. So right here, I got I got about 4 more precepts and I'm done. So it said new bill was forced to detain the legal immigrants to provide DNA fingerprints for nationwide crime enforcement. We know what that's going to lead to. They're trying to gain more control and basically be able to be like, well, we can just tag these people like cattle with that seed here, with that Quran, And we all know in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 through 18, it talks about small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark. The M-A-R-K, that mark, when you look at that word, it means Quran. And that's what they're doing. They're starting to get it. They're trying to make bills. That's what they do. The draconian laws, the dragon, okay, Revelations, okay, they try to get us with their democracies, their philosophies, They try to do that stuff. They try to do it through that because that's the only way they can do it. The Lord's not going to let them any other way. That's the rules, you know. So also right here, while that's going on, look at this. This is disgusting. It says fast fashion has spawned a mountain of leftover clothes in the Chilean deserts that's so massive it can now be seen clearly from space. You know how much clothes that is? That is ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. They just dumped a whole bunch of, it said at least 39,000 tons of those clothes accumulate the landfills in the Atham Desert outlet found in 2021. Like this is what they're doing to the earth, man. There's literally 39,000 tons of clothes out there. You know how many pounds that is? I don't even know how many pounds that is. I want to go look it up before I put in these last 5 precepts and I'm out. That's insane. These devils are destroying the earth, okay? These devils are destroying the earth, man. These motherfuckers gotta go. Look, that is what? 85,980,282 pounds, okay, of clothes all over the desert, man. They could have just burned that shit or something, man. That's fucking insane, man. That is how much fucking fashion has done for us while IUIC out there doing fashion shows. This is what fashion has done to the earth, man. This is fucking disgusting, man. That's why the Lord got to destroy this place, man. And left desolate, man. He's got to cleanse it, man. This is fucking ridiculous how people are, man. That's ridiculous. So we're going to go to Micah chapter 1, verse 7. That's fucking disgusting, man. You got them damn news articles, people out there seeing that lady pick that shit up. They ain't even doing nothing for her ass, man. Micah chapter 1, verse 7, and it reads, and all the graven images thereof shall be beaten to pieces, and all of the hires thereof shall be burned with the fire, and all the idols thereof will I lay desolate. For she gathered it of the hire of an harlot, and they shall return to the hire of an harlot. And that's what's going to happen to these people. The Lord's going to destroy them. They're going to take all their idols, all the ones across the earth, and they're going to be slaves unto us. You know, Lord willing, be part of that number who gets to rule, you know, in that time, you know, because look what they've done to the earth. They don't need to be in rulership. These motherfuckers laying fucking 800, what it say? 85 fucking million pounds of clothes in the desert, man. Like that's just y'all trash can. Like this is what you did with what the Lord gave y'all, man. That's what the Lord said. You got to get rid of these fucking devils, man. So this is Zephaniah. This is Zephaniah. Chapter 3, verse 1, and it reads, woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city, which is America, Babylon the Great, because all these other people are taken into their customs and they're just being wicked, man. Just doing filthy ass shit, man. Disgusting ass shit, man. No dignity, no integrity, you know? And Bahasham Yahawashi. So this is Micah. Got 3 more precepts after this, and I'm gonna close out unless I go look on the comment board and the brothers got any, big bros got any. Do those too. So Micah chapter 2, verse 10, and it reads, arise ye and depart. Arise ye and depart, because this is not your rest. And I read it earlier, but I'm gonna read it again because it's polluted. It's polluted with $85 million pounds worth of clothes, man, and other shit with their doctrines and false everything, man. It shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. That's what's coming, man. And that's why the Lord's telling us, come out of this, man. This is Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 23, verse 30. And it reads, I will do these things unto thee because thou hast gone a whoring after the heathen, and because thou art polluted with their idols. And this is why the Lord allowed these devils to do this kind of shit, because we fucked up. But now he's calling us back to get our shit right. But that doesn't mean that he's going to finish out the course. He's got to finish out the course and let us see all the wickedness that they do. So when we get to the kingdom, we like, oh man, y'all can't rule no more. Y'all motherfuckers, heathen, go get my damn grapes, buckethead ass motherfucker, and not give a fuck. Okay, don't feel no remorse for these motherfuckers. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 5, and it reads, why should ye be stricken anymore? This is why the Lord stopped punishing us like through slavery and stuff like he did. You know, he turned away that anger, you know, because whenever it talked about how Jacob, he said he would slay his brother Jacob. Esau said he would slay his brother Jacob, and you know, Rebecca told him, hey, you need to get out of here. So until his anger's turned away. And that's what's going on right now. You know, the Lord turned their anger away, and you know, they turned it away, but they still, you know, are continually fucking with us in different ways. But you know, we ain't through slavery like we was in. You know, the Lord kind of put some mercy on us and had them, you know, lighten up on us a little bit. That's what this means. Why should he be stricken anymore? We don't get whipped if we don't go to work on time no more and shit. You will revolt more and more and more. And that's how Jake was. They kept revolting more and more and said the whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. And that's how we know we fell off, because Bahasham and Yahawashi set it up to where we would fall off. So whoever was going to be called back, it will be revealed unto you who those people he's dealing with. Because everybody else, hey, they bugged the fuck out, man. And that's why we like, fuck them, because the Lord's not dealing with you. So we hope that he keeps dealing with us. So Lord willing, this is edifying to the flock. Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel. You Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, West Indian, Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations, scattered across the four corners of the earth. Got to give all praises to Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi, Barak Yahawah, Barak Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone led me to this truth. We've been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we be part of that number. Lord willing, this be edifying to those who fear the name of the Lord and are striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. The judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 5, and it's not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 9. And it's also unto a ring, 2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 42. Shalom, big bro. Water for tuning in as well. Beloved sister, you know you got my heart. You know I'm out here. We're going to dwell with Bahasham Yahawashi every day till these demons get taken out. And just like we said 2/3, fuck y'all. We ain't with y'all. Okay, we're with Bahasham Yahawashi. You better get your shit in right in order, because you start getting your ass peeled. I'm not going to give two fucks.com. Get your shit together. Wow, a ball. We up next, Lord willing. Shalom.